a statement win for the New York Knicks on ESPN as they beat the Denver Nuggets 122 to 112. Really a great second half performance for the New York Knicks. They have now won 5 in a row. They have won 7 out of 9, and the stretch where they lost 6 out of 9 seems distant, far, far, long ago. This team is heating up. This team's offense is clicking, but I've been more impressed by their defense in this win streak. I thought they really brought in the second half. I thought in the fourth quarter they were awesome, and a unusual suspect I thought was a key factor on the defensive end for the Knicks. We'll talk about the game. We'll recap all the stats in a second. First, though, the biggest news of the day surrounding the New York Knicks, and that revolves around Mitchell Robinson and an injury update on his surgically repaired foot. Tom Thibodeau spoke to the media prior to the Knicks game against the Denver Nuggets, and he said that Tom Thibodeau said that Mitchell Robinson is now running, and he is jumping, and he has taken the next step in his rehab. To my knowledge, he had not been running and jumping before that. Still a ways to go for him, as he has not participated in live 5-on-5 settings. He's also not taking contact in practice yet, so he still has some time to go. But, man, if he is able to get back, if he is able to produce, and he is able to really be the guy that he was at his peak, that's going to be a big boost for the New York Knicks. Look, when Mitchell Robinson is healthy, we know that he is an impact player. He's one of the best offensive rebounding big man in the NBA. 5.8 points per game, 8.7 rebounds per game, 4.6 offensive rebounds per game last year with over a block and over a steal per game. Robinson is one of the best rim protectors in the NBA. Robinson is one of the better offensive rebounding, if not the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. And if healthy, he will make a difference for this team. It just comes down to if he's healthy. And if he can get healthy, can he stay healthy? The Knicks are going to have to make a decision. Do you value more Mitchell Robinson off the bench with the hope of him getting back to who he was, or do you value him more in a trade? With the deadline about a week away, that's a decision and a choice that Leon Rose, Tom Thibodeau, Worldwide West, Gerson Rosas, Brock Aller are all going to have to make. But I know this. I want to see him healthy. I want to see him play basketball. I think it would be a smart idea for the Knicks to gauge a trade. But overall, man, if he's healthy and he's able to play and he's the Mitch we saw in that playoff series against the Cleveland Cavaliers 2 years ago, that's going to raise the ceiling of this team. If you want Mitchell Robinson to get healthy, hit that thumbs up icon right now. Big win for the New York Knicks, 122 to 112. Look, this is a game where the Knicks jumped out to a 10-point lead early on. Nikola Jokic got in foul trouble early. I didn't feel like the Knicks capitalized enough when Jokic was in foul trouble, playing just 7 minutes in the first half. And at the first half, you were up by just 6 points. That lead evaporated, though, early in the third quarter, but then the Knicks really stepped on the gas, and they really took off late in that third quarter. And then that fourth quarter, they ended up putting the game away. A couple of things I want to talk about with this stat graphic on screen. That's why you want a guy like Mitchell Robinson back. You were dominated on the glass. You allowed 11 offensive rebounds compared to 6 that you had. And overall, they out-rebounded you by 13 rebounds. You did shoot the ball well from 3. The Knicks now, when they make 12 threes, they're one of the best teams in the NBA. They're 25-5 when they make 12 threes, 33 more dimes. They are 19-1 this year when they have 30 assists, and they had just 5 turnovers. 33 assists, 5 turnovers. You're going to win a lot of games. And that starts with Jalen Brunson, man. I thought he set the tone. I thought he got everyone involved. I thought he had a stranglehold on the pace for the majority of the night. And I thought he competed his ass off on defense. His hands were active. He was playing the passing lanes. He had a block early in the game that went off Murray that got challenged and overturned. He was a willing defender. We always know he's going to be a limited defender due to the size and the lack of athleticism. But if you're a willing defender, a smart defender, and you're able to understand team defense concepts, you could play in this league on that side of the floor. And I was really proud of the way he played on defense. He is now tied for the league, or tied for the franchise leader with 30-point games with at least 10 assists. Give me some JBs in the chat. I thought OG Anunoby caused a lot of havoc on defense today. A lot of hands on balls, paws. He was really active On defense, OG tonight ended up with, says 0 steals and 0 blocks. I'm going to call BS on that. A lot of deflections that led to other people's blocks. Overall, man, he loves playing the Denver Nuggets. He had 40 points on him last time, 23 points tonight. The New York Knicks in 2 games now have outscored Denver by 47 points. Stop telling me the Nuggets are better, and stop telling me the Knicks can't beat good teams, because they have dominated one of the best teams in the NBA. Although it was an up and down performance from Cat. Didn't play his best. I thought down the stretch he was pretty good on the offensive glass. Had some key buckets in the fourth quarter. He had three of his 10 rebounds were offensive, 5 dimes in the first quarter. Kind of was the fuel to the fire for the Knicks offensively. And I thought he moved his feet well in the fourth quarter. But quarters 2 and 3, I thought he was just average. And he had 3 more fouls in the first half, and then he picked up a 4th in the third. Got to stay out of foul trouble. Need him to continue to be healthy. The 3-point shot has not come back since that thumb injury. They needed to come back because they're a different team when he's hitting threes. Who is the Knicks MVP versus the Nuggets tonight? I'm curious. If you had to give out an MVP for the win for the Knicks, is it Brunson? Is it OG? Is it Hart? Is it Towns? Let me know. We'll talk more about this game in a second. First, I got to tell you about our proud sponsor, Game Time. What time is it? It's Game Time, the best ticketing app on the market and our proud sponsor of today's show. If you're looking for last-minute tickets to a sporting event or an NFL playoff game, you got to use Game Time. And with our exclusive code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Game Time is the ticketing app that I use every single time because I know I'm going to get the best seats for the lowest price guaranteed. Prices actually drop as the events get closer. So if you're a procrastinator, kind of like I am, you're going to love Game Time. You don't have to spend the money until you absolutely have to. I also love that you get to see your seat view in the app, so it's easy to decide which tickets you want. You get to access your tickets from your phone, so it's super easy to get in the stadium. And also, it's easy to resell your tickets if you can't go to the game or the event or the concert anymore, because it's more than just sporting events. You go to concerts, you go to theater events, you go to comedy shows, and so much more. I've used Game Time a handful of times this year, and every single time, it was the best time. So what are you waiting for? Download the app, create an account, and use that promo code CHATSPORTS. That's CHATSPORTS for $20 off first purchase where terms do apply. Shout out to the sponsor, Game Time. Be a real one. Support the show. Support the sponsor. When the game got tight, I felt like Josh Hart's fingerprints became apparent all over this game. There was that one play where I don't remember what caused the run-out opportunity for Denver, but they threw it ahead into the front court, and it was like a 3-on-none break. Josh Hart comes out of nowhere like Ed Reed in a cover one look, patrolling the back half of the defense, come up with a steal, goes the other way. It resulted in a 3. He had a couple of run-out layups in transition as well. I thought the Knicks did a good job of getting easy buckets and transition as well early on in the game. Overall, man, it was awesome. It was awesome the way Hart played. Bridges didn't have his best game. Ended up going 3 of 7 from 3, had a clutch 3, but overall he goes 2 of 9 from inside the arc, and that's kind of been his bread and butter this year. I didn't think he played that good on defense on Jamal Murray in the first 3 quarters, but in the fourth quarter, I really thought he turned it up. Big shout out to Precious Achiuwa for the way he played. 8 points, 3 rebounds. He ended up with 4 assists. No, that was Deuce McBride. 8 points, 3 rebounds. He had just 1 steal in the night, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 offensive rebound. I thought he played well, and I continue to be impressed on him. McBride as well started to find the range. He started the game 0 of 3. He ends the game 5 of 4, 0 for 3, then 5 of 6. 5 of 6. Hit a big clutch 3 in the fourth quarter. He had a nice play on the baseline as well, getting open and throwing up a shot. Got it to go. Cam Payne took a big charge after coming up with loose balls in the fourth quarter. He was good, man. This whole team played really well. I want to talk about Nikola Jokic for a second. Crazy stat right here. Other than a game, he was ejected in the first quarter. Nikola Jokic hasn't gone 17 6-6 or less in 5 seasons. 5 seasons. The Knicks held Nikola Jokic tonight to 17 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Last time he did that, 5 seasons ago. 6 of 15 from the floor. He was 2 of 8 from inside, 3 of 8 from inside the arc. Hit some big threes, but overall, the Knicks did a good job on him. Big win. You are now on the season sitting at 31-16 or 32-16. I think it's 32-16. And if you go 8-3 over your next 11 games, you'll get to 40 wins before 20 losses. And 45, like the last 48 NBA champions, have won 40 games before 20 losses. Knicks need to go 8-3 over the next 11 to do so. Shout out to y'all. A big win. If you haven't yet, give me a follow on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG at @MarshallGreen_.